Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints. If I'm being so honest with you right now, this is probably not a time that I should be recording. What I mean by that is this, and maybe this will be a relatable experience for you. It has not been, like the greatest day for me. Like mentally, my head is in a not great space in terms of like not being, I'm in the sort of headspace that probably does not lend itself to curiosity or persistence or the sort of lack of self-judgment that is sometimes required to try and solve puzzles. But I also just kind of have a desire to play this game. And maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse by saying it's not, my brain isn't in the headspace that it should be to try to play a puzzle game. Maybe the right call here is play the game anyways, and it will help my brain get into the headspace that I want it to be in and get out of the other headspace. Anyways, that's a really long-winded way of saying hi, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Blueprints. In the last episode, we tried and failed to grab an upgrade disc. Kind of that simple. I think I'm going to hit continue. I really have no idea what to do in today's episode. I'm going to hit continue, and we're going to get into the game because I think I would prefer that to just playing Photoshop today. Though, I will say I'm tempted to just play Photoshop today. On the other monitor, I have everybody's favorite insane-looking Photoshop document, and I've been looking at it, and I've just been looking at it. The other thing I've been looking at, actually, is two things. One, this. Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. And the other thing that I haven't even been looking at this one because it's not open on my PC. It's just a thing I have been literally saying to myself out loud in my home, like a person who's talking to themselves. We sequence in the shade of truth. Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. I sound religious is what I actually sound. I sound like I'm praying. It's still here. Interesting. So what are we going to get up to today? Well, I see a couple things kind of off the top of my head. We could continue to try to chase this upgrade disc. We have been told outer room, trading hall, expensive. We've tried a lot of things that have not worked. In fact, I think I tried like my 3 best things that I thought would work last time, and none of them did. So that's interesting. That was honestly sort of a side hustle, a side project, trying to chase down the upgrade disc. So we could always go back to our main fling, right? These vying plans for Forge Bacon Crests will always be waiting for us through Lantern Light and Sketches Cast, etc., etc. Yeah, I mean, this one is probably the thing that's on my mind, but let's do this first. Let's, I guess, see if there are a couple other things we could try and do in game. And let's go ahead and see if... I forgot that you have to decide the color when you pick this item up. Let's go ahead and see if we can't... We'll do shops. Let's see what the game gives us inside of the house before we go make any strong decisions about what to do with the rest of the run or with our time here today, honestly. So my first thought is this. We have kind of, on our potential to-do list, we have figuring out through Lantern Light and the blue house. That'd be great. Love to figure it out. That's our A goal. B goal is get this upgrade disc, though I really tried all of my best options last time. C goal is create a power sledge and use it to try and remove the J.R.E. bust in the foyer. D goal is use the watering can inside of master bedroom. That's kind of where we're at. That's kind of where we're at. I can check off of my list using magnifying glass on my mom's necklace. That did not work. So let's just see if we happen to get anything in the house. And in the process, we can... So power sledge requires hammer, broken lever, and battery pack, I'm pretty sure. Like sledgehammer, broken battery pack, and... sledgehammer. So we have a shovel, which is not actually useful to us. I want to check this because in the last episode we said chronograph is the name of the one. In the last episode we said, what are all of the expensive items? Master key is the most expensive with 80 coins. I didn't grab my allowance. We have tried Master Key, Emerald Bracelet, Ornate Compass, and a bunch of others. In Silver Spoon, Moon Pendant, but we have not tried Chronograph outside in Trading Post. The bullshit test is kind of interesting here, though, right? Like, the sniff test is, you can call it the sniff test if you would prefer. Do I think if the clues were outer room, trading post, expensive, that ornate compass fits, or sorry, that chronograph fits that puzzle better than master key? No. But here's the problem. So the sniff test tells me, Ryan, that's a dumb potential solution to buy chronograph. But the problem is that all of the things that passed the sniff test did not work. So things we still want to use in the trading post. Chronograph, any of the items we can like create through workshop, like pick sound amplifier, burning glass, lucky purse, power hammer, electromagnetic thingy, detector shovel, etc. As well as paper crown, stopwatch, and repellent spray. None of those are expensive feeling. Like none of does that feeling, right? None of those feel expensive. Paper crown feels really inexpensive. Chronograph is the cheapest item in there. So that's interesting. Now that said, I don't know. That said something. I don't know. I don't really have a thought other than that one. That said something or other. I think we take Dovecoat here. Here would be my goal. Let's take the dice outside and see what we get. Dude, shout out to Dovecoat. This room is awesome. We could... we could either take tool shed outside or trading post and potentially do a like workshop creation, like either try to trade some stuff that we don't have, that we haven't tried yet, or try to trade. We could either try to trade stuff that we don't have, or we could try to craft the power sledge. Yeah. And then when that fails, we can sit here and think about through lantern light and sketches cast, attentive truth to find our path, a hue of wisdom to turn us right, a shade of rain to pass the light. Through lantern light and shadows past, we seek what's left of the lies we cast. We seek what's left. No, we seek what's in the shade of truth. I know I just said this literally last episode, but I don't understand how we seek what's in the shade of truth exists in this world. Because my mom shouldn't... The same way that Herbert really shouldn't know to say, Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. Because this is Baroness Orave who's writing this half. How is he quoting her? Family wisdom, etc., etc. It's very believable, plausible to think that Baron Sinclair heard from Baroness Orave this phrase a bunch of times. And wait, does he actually say in the starting letter, does he say, like... Does he say that's his sentence, or does he say that he heard it from his... I can't remember. Long story short, doesn't matter. This is weird. We seek what's in the shade of truth is so similar to we seek what's left of the lies we cast. It's not that similar, those two lines in particular, but it's very similar when you consider that the earlier poem says a tint of truth, a shade of rain. Shade, truth, what is happening? I don't know. I don't know. That's the wrong letter. This one. Your grandmother used to say. Yeah. It's your grandmother used to say. I thought so. I was like, I think he just directly says, I got this from someone else. But who'd she get it from? Was my mom engaging in this puzzle or not? Because if she was, then is it a clue? We seek what's in the shade of truth. We seek what's in the color of... this? Truth? The shade of truth is the furnace. The furnace is red. We seek what's in the red. I mean, kind of. You sought the 8 crowns of the Orinda. The ruby crown of Orinda or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing it, and so I'm doing it. What I mean by this is I already completely took a break from the game to think about this some more, so let's just go ahead and do this now. Let's do this. Is there a way to do, like, a background on a text box? I actually don't know in this game. I don't know. In this game, in Photoshop. I don't know shit about how Photoshop works. How do you add a background? It doesn't matter. Here's what I want to do. I want to limit my options. I want to take good notes here. What does the color blue stand for? The color of blue is true memos. The color of blue is the non-political color chosen for blueprints. It is the color of neutral rooms. Rooms that do not have a effect one way or they're not categorized. They're non-categorized would be another way of saying it. What is red the color of? Red is the color of false memos. Unless handwritten. So it's not really the color of false memos. It's the color of, like, something. I don't know. Color of Finn Aries. It is the... What else has to do with red in this game? I mean, there's the Red Prince, the, like, fable of the foolish young prince. I'm going to write that down, and it's not going to make any sense to anyone but me, but you'll know what I mean. It's the color of false memos, kind of. I need to just shrink this sizing. I'm probably forgetting other things. Is red used in some other way? I mean, it's the color of hurtful rooms, for lack of a better word. The color of rooms that are certainly not neutral, right? What is yellow the color of? Yellow is the color of arch, right? This is where we should check our work. Arch, yeah, arch, okay. Yellow is the color of shops. Yellow does not feature in any of the, like, Black Bridge, Red Prince, Blue Prince, even Swimbird to some degree. Like, there are books about some of the different colors. A New Clue does not feature a yellow anything, like, color of, look, the other thing we could do here is we could say, like, arch is mountainous. We could describe the actual countries themselves, because if it's the color of arch, that means something. Arch is mountainous. It is, let's go straight to our history of Arendia. When the king gave his stuff to different people, the land of the northern storms, wild, untamed. One thing I am nervous about is that I am going to select a room while I am accidentally clicking on stuff. So, we could go commissary for the option to get a sledgehammer or something. Sledgehammer. Probably buy that. So, okay, then we'll stay right here and bring this back. Arch is mountainous, wild, untamed. Northern storms. Arch is also, it's yellow on the map and in the Morajai puzzles, but it is, I don't remember what it is on Realm and Ruin. I don't know that it matters. On this, it is fuck it. We should go to Realm and Ruin. We should go to Realm and Ruin because it's electric. Boogie woogie woogie. Let's color code this shit because why not? At this point, I've had so much time. Realms. Arched finished realm. Then we go to Realm and Rune. And we see the arch is 3 for trains. It has stormy. Not rainy, but stormy, which is slightly different. Trains, stormy, and industrial. We literally already wrote down stormy, but I guess we'll write down lightning. Okay. These are the things to remember. These are the things to remember. In terms of the outside color, that is yellow. Cool. So there's no, some of these are a little weird, I think. Or at least maybe one of them is a little weird, but I don't remember. Let's go ahead and do Finn Aries because it should be relatively easy. Finn Aries is right here. Road or carriage, foggy weather, militaristic, and red. The other things we know about Finn Aries. Let's write that down. Foggy, roads, militaristic. The other thing we know about it is like propaganda. Lots of redacted, you know? Okay, so that's red and yellow. I don't know that there's anything else we're sort of forgetting in terms of... yellow in this game. Chops. Arch. None of this sounds like truth, wisdom. Orange. Orange is the color of hallways. Orange is the color of Carrerica. Which should be like study, etc. But let's go ahead and just... I think that like 3 different times. I think, by the way, and if it's driving you crazy, don't worry, it's also driving me crazy. I think I have done exactly what I'm doing about 3 different times in this game. Probably 10 different times. Where I'm just like, the nation of Carrerica? What all does that mean? I don't know, dude. You've looked at it a million times. By the way, let's look at one more thing as we do this, which is library stamp for... But I want to, like, set this to rest, because I can't see any other way to get color out of this place. Like, I asked the question the other day, what does Baroness Orave have that I also have? An understanding of the nations. If we're going to use color to be a clue, to be a riddle... It's basically nations and rooms. That's kind of what we have. So I just keep coming back to it, even though it has not worked for me so far. So here's Carrerica, which is snowy. But before that, we're doing Finn, the grand realm of Finn Aries. In fog we are lost, in fire we are found. I mean, that's... pretty simple. Okay. So for Carrerica, we have snowy. After this, we will look at all the postcards. I can't do one more thing. I can't do one more thing at the exact same time as I do every other thing right now. For Carrerica, we have 4 diagonal rays, which is roads, streets, carriages. Okay. So also roads. Then we have snowy. So we could say snowy and cold. Then we have 3 vertical lines is academic. Knowledge advanced in various scholarly pursuits, home to many schools, universities, and libraries. It is definitely where people go to school. Snowy. Cold. Academic. What else did I say? Roads. Snowy. Academic. Scholarly. Any other things that orange could mean in this game? This is kind of what we have. It's kind of what we have. Probably something, but I'm probably forgetting it. Let's keep going. We have violet, which should be Irasha. Let's make it a darker violet so that it's a darker purple so that it's easier to read. Let me get one of the million things I have on in my game. So purple rooms are color of bedrooms. I was going to say there is one other thing we could look at, but actually I think we already solved that too. In the OG copy of... In the OG copy of... Red Prince? Or is it Blueprints? It's not Blueprints. I'm looking for the... It must be the original copy of Red Prince. Yeah, it is, for sure. This page. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. Swan in the snow. Why is Swan... Now, this is interesting, because my mom, Swan Song, the Swan thing... Why is Swan Morajai? Actually, is that on the library stamp, too? Or something like that? What's on the library stamp for Morajai? No. I was thinking of... Anyways, okay. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Where were we? Violet is the color of bedrooms. Violet is the color of Araja. Is there anything else there that violet is? Okay. So for Iraja, the history books tell us the southern region, the mystical realm of the ancestors. So this one is mystical, steeped in tradition, magic, poetry, the old tongue. I'm just writing down literally everything at this point. For Iraja, we have... What does that say, actually? Does that say Yenna, by the way? Does it say et? It looks like it says et Aries? Et Aries Yenna? I do have down et Aries Yenna written down in my notepad. Probably from this. Et Aries Yenna would be... A-R-E-I is future? So what is... Et is like old or something, right? Nope. Future. Is Et east? Hold up. Okay, we're going down rabbit holes here, but... Atari's Yenna means... And Yenna shows up here, which is crazy. In another place. I I need to be looking at probably Tomb of the Eurasian. Because that's the place I have the best understanding of all Eurasian. Et? Do I have et anywhere here? Isn't et like east? Is it in final exam? That one little question that has the compass on it. Is et east? Et is east because of et Aries? What does Iraja have to do with the east? Iraja is south. Et Aries. Old Eri. But it's Aries. I think it is et Aries, Jena. That's what I have written down in my notebook. And I can't see it on the actual stamp. But does it say something above it? I'm going to write down, look at Irajan stamp again. Et Aries, Jena. Either east something, east future rain, east future ruler. Is ruler and reign the same word because a ruler has a reign? R-E-I-G-H-N. Magnifying glass. Iraja. Stamp. Okay. Anyways, moving on because I can't simply do this for literally forever. Atari's Jena is still a question mark in my head. But the problem is we play this game for long enough that it's possible I literally know what that means, and I just don't have it in my brain right now. Iraja inside of here is... That should be rain. We've looked at this a million times. So, first off, we have train. We have rain. We have poetry. Arts, writing, music, and language. So train, rain, arts, writing, and music has literally already been written down. I guess music has not been written down. Yeah. Okay. And then we have green. Which is the color of bounty. Good rooms. That's what I'm going to write down. These are my favorite rooms. Actually. Probably. I mean, they're my favorite just like as a group. Red's kind of cool too because they're such interesting rooms. Green is the color of... nuance. By the way, did I say this joke last time? I find it really funny. Like, deeply funny. And maybe it's because I've been playing this game for too long. I find it so funny that nuance is the nation of military power. I find that so funny. Ah, yes. The age-old tradition of nuance, a.k.a. dirigibles and warfare from above. Dirigibles. Dirigibles. What do we know about nuance? Okay, let's find the sigil. It has the aviation, air power. It has wind. So air power, wind, and then martial. With the color of green. Cool. All right. Air, Wind. Marshall. These two are kind of funny. They don't really go together. 1 and 2 on this list. Okay. The reason I wanted to do all of this, one last thing we should look at, is the postcards. So I don't actually have a picture of this. But door number 1 was Morajai. There's a picture over. Never mind at all. Door number 1 was Arinda. I don't actually have a picture of the like. Oh yeah, I do. It was just mislabeled. This is actually door number 1 postcard photo. I called it door number 2. Oh my god, I can see all the things I misspelled in my notes as well. So long story short, we have trains. That says Reddington. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. This right here says Reddington. Arinda. It's the old time. This is not even a color that I really care about. But I'm going to look at it just very briefly anyways. Then we have the Finn Aries version. The red one matters a lot. Red is a color that I think probably is going to be a part of Through Lantern Light. Okay. Arch. Brass compasses. This variation is based on the brass compasses manufactured in Arch Aries. So, we're going to write down compasses. Just trying to get all the information in one place. Industrial, stormy, untamed, trains, lightning. Then we go to the postcard. Railway tracks used to go all the way up here. It's a destination I'm well acquainted with. Cinca is probably based up here. Or at least traveled here a lot. Factories. Factories goes with industrial, but I'm going to write it down anyways. Iraja. This one's just a reflection of Arch in that it goes south. There's a train. There is water, a reflection. Not a drop of rain while I've been here. Hugh Amdo. Hugh Amdo? That's Irajan. Hugh means house. AMD, I have no idea. And then do, it might be a suffix. I'm not entirely sure. Don't see it. Maybe the name of the house is Amdo. Puddles and ponds. Okay. Carrerica University. Vote by committee. We should write that down. Carrerica is not just scholarly, it is also in a very vote by committee. It's democratic, for lack of a better word. Kind of. A variation of democracy. All right. Cool. This is the one about you have to carry things. That which is expendable. Is it Spartan even? Is it like... you have to carry your own belongings. Also, the school of drafting is there. I'm going to write down Spartan School of Drafting. Okay. Then we have... This is just Morajai. Sailors. It was entertainment and a lockbox. Morajai is not on our list, so it does not matter. Just realized. Okay. Vera, same deal. Does not matter to us. Sacred Circle rotation. Sand. There's a turtle. Oh, boy. Turtles. I took a trip here with my brother. That's interesting. Island life. Nuance. Air travel. Very industrial. I mean, very cyberpunk. By far my favorite realm. Technology. We should. I mean, we'll write down technology too. This is nuance. Technology. Skyscrapers. Soot-filled streets. This is where they play video games. Okay, that's it. So, that's what we got. Now, the reason we do all of this is this. I don't know where the answers are. I don't know what parts of the thing are talking to what, is what I'm trying to say. Through lantern light and sketches cast. To me, that could easily just be blue. A tint of truth to find our path. We know that there are 4 colors. I think 1, 2, 3. But then does the 4th color come before? Does the 4th color come afterwards? The thing that I really like, the thing I don't like so much about this right here, is that to me, a tint of truth to find our path is the most solid thing I have in the game. Start on blue. It is the color of blue. Blue is the color of true memos. It is the neutral outside of the subjective realities of each of these countries and their associations. To find our path, to find our place to start. I mean, we'll do the old thing we did with the final exam. We'll call it 80%. The longer it lasts, the more confident I feel that this is 80%. That makes this, if it were blue, that makes this like 5%, really. I don't think that's number 1. I think this has got to be number... I don't know what it means, though. Through lantern light and shadows past? Does that just mean black? We don't have a black lantern, as far as I know. A hue of wisdom to turn us right. This one, a shade of rain. I just feel we should do 2 things right now. One, I'm having a problem, which is that I'm just sitting here being like, yeah, the thing I feel most confident about is that it's blue, blank, purple, and then something else. And the problem with that is that that's what I've thought for 4 fucking weeks now. One of the things I want to do is I want to go through my notes and say, do I have anything that's pretty close to what I think the answer is? This path was very weird. Started purple, went a bunch of different colors. This path was also very weird. Started purple. This path started blue, went red, went orange, went purple back to red, etc., etc., etc. Very weird. This path I did not try, according to my notes, but I did go blue, red, orange. So it's not particularly... Starts blue, then it goes red. True Path 3.0 did not work. Goes blue, red, orange, red, which is very fucking weird, but then ends purple. This is blue, red, purple. And see, this is kind of about as close as I think. So here's the problem. If we start on blue, that means you can't end on purple. But I like ending on purple. What I mean by that is, like, this is a unit, this is a unit, this is a unit. This can either be number 1 and be the start, or this can be number 4 and be the end. But you can't get both, because where does 2 and 3 come in? Does that make sense? So I feel 80% confident on this being blue. I feel honestly probably 65, which sounds low, but is remarkably high for how I feel about this puzzle. That a shade of rain to pass the light is probably purple. Shade of rain? Rain means Yenna. Yenna wouldn't have to be purple, but it's a literal Irasian word. Rain means Iraja. Rain is so Irasian that they literally took the word and also made it the leader of their country. Like, a hue of wisdom is interesting. Do I think wisdom comes from academics? I tend to think so. Do I think wisdom comes from Finn Aries? No, I really don't. Do I think wisdom comes from dirigibles, air power, wind, martial technology, skyscrapers? Not really, honestly. I do think it comes from nature. Do I think it comes from mountainous, wild, untamed northern storms, trains? No. So we're pretty limited. I think orange could definitely be this. The problem with that is that isn't that what I just said I did over here? No, this was blue to red to purple. Can I even get blue to red to orange to purple? Or blue to red... No, sorry, blue to orange to purple? I don't know. I can get orange, red, purple. let's try, right? Like, let's before I say the potential solution out loud, blue to orange to purple. Okay, you're sitting there yelling at me, Ryan, that's only 3 fucking colors. What are you doing? I know. Here's my thought. What did I just do? Here's my thought. If this is number 4, through lantern light in shadows past, to me that suggests what lantern light would have happened in the past. Black? We don't have a black lantern. On the other hand, we still haven't been through like this door. If we get through this door, maybe on the other end there will be a black lantern or whatever. The other thing to think about with that in mind is, one, black's not on my list, and it probably fucking should. Like, the list comes from the atelier itself. I don't get the feeling that Baroness Orave was playing with black in... It'd be like Baroness Orave is playing a deck of cards that does not have black inside of it, if that makes sense. There's no black rooms. There's no, like, that's Herbert's fantasy. That's Herbert's vibe. The one thing that I should check with this is, what's the math on, I mean, her note is signed 1913, 18 months after getting the deed in early 1912. What's the math on the war? Because is it really looking at the past? If like, when did Fin Aries start to exist is what I'm trying to ask. And the answer to that is in the history of Erendia, which is right here. Probably before 1912, right? We don't have a year here. We have but we do have this. We've got the secret archives, which tells us 1886. So yeah. So the lantern light of shadows past could absolutely be like the lantern light of yesteryear would be a black flag, because the red flag started flying in 1886. So it's possible. I don't know that it's likely, but it's possible. Let's go right here and say black. I don't know that makes sense. Is there another color that makes more sense there? Like, I don't know. How do you copy the formatting of something? I need the little... If it's not... I don't know. Okay. If we're marking confidence, which we should do right now, I feel... 10% confident in this and 0% confident in this. So, but let's try blue, orange, purple as a simple one. And then blue, orange, purple, something else. Because if you have taken these 3 colors here, that really only leaves 3 other options for right here. Blue, orange, purple, red. Blue, orange, purple, green. And blue, orange, purple, yellow. And yellow is not at the... there's this one. Yellow is not really at the end, is what I was going to say. So, Shit, I keep switching between documents and it's fucking me up. Can't be yellow, so it could be black, which is a weird thing to say. Could be red. Could be green. I don't think green's at the end either. Green's also not at the end. So I think this is basically black or red. Right? Blue, orange, purple, and then potentially red. If we were to do that, it would look something like this. Blue. Orange. Let's work backwards from here, probably. There's purple. That's all purple. We're going blue, orange, purple, and then 2 red. Question mark. The red is an easy thing that we're adding at the end. If there are 4 colors, then you do this. If there are 3 colors, you do this. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe the 4th lantern is actually like through the thing. I don't know. I don't feel like Discord would tell me, hey, there's 4 colors if I was on the right track, but I couldn't see the 4th color. Anyways, we're now at purple, blue to orange to purple. And now I have to find this purple and go all the way through the thing, which does not work. So I need to change my route. Here's purple. I need to find a different way to get to purple from orange. So my thought is it's probably this one. You could literally just do this if you wanted. You could also do... Now, here's the question. Do I care about switching color inside of a room? You can't do it with this one. So probably not. So I think it could be as simple as just like... If we're going to keep it simple, stupid, it's this. That's all fucking purple. That's all purple. I realized as I did this that I can't even test it right now. What am I doing? I'm in the middle of the house. What am I doing? The problem is this is how my life is going right now. I spend like 15 minutes of my morning every morning going, Vine plans forge Bearing Crest. No, just kidding. I have been saying through Lantern Light and Sketches Cast to myself every single day. Trying to figure out what it means. We have a route here. This is a route. The problem is I don't think I can do anything with it right now. So I need to focus up. So here's what we're going to do. I like what we got, though. We're going to get more money. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. Sometimes I say, here's what we're going to do before I actually know what we're going to do. Which is a mistake sometimes, because I don't actually know what to do. I need 78 coins if I'm going to get Blessing of the Monk. I need... That's not good. That's not good. And I need a broken lever and a battery pack if I'm going to do the, like, power sledge thing. So, neither of those are great options. Like, we're 59 minutes into this episode. I probably should have just picked one to do, but I can't stop thinking about this through Lantern Light problem. Now I have no gems, no keys. That's helpful. That gives us a couple of resources. There's a key. Good. So let's go back to the start and just draft from there. God, now I'm really hungry to test this, and I can't really test it right now either. I have to do some other work first. I have to like draft some other things. Treasure Trove gets us a butt ton of money. Treasure Trove is good here. Lots of money. In fact, we could now buy, maybe this is the thing to do. We could go buy Chronograph and test it in a trading post outside. To do that, we might want to give ourselves a better chance at drafting, but we have one die. God, this is such a weird run. Because the thing that is hanging over me is killing me. And I know I could just look at Discord hints. I could just look at Discord hints. I kind of wish I had never found the... Let me finish my thought, and then I'll talk about what my plan is for the rest of the day. I kind of wish I had never found the notes in Atelier that say, this is not the true path. This was not the true path. And here's why. When the doors lit up with a color, and when this note appeared, I got confirmation that I was on the right enough path to keep trying. But for probably a bunch of reasons related to my personal moral failures as a human, I have failed to determine what the next step is. Again, because I'm just like a bad person. I'm just kidding. Because I can't solve this fucking puzzle. If I had never gotten the doors to light up or this note, these notes times 3, then I would have given up a long-ass fucking time ago on trying to trace routes through the lanterns. Tracing routes through the lanterns feels both like I could be an inch away and I could be 1,000 miles away. And there's a lot of options to test because there's a lot of things to do. So that's where I'm at right now. Here's what I'm going to do. We're an hour in. If I had to rank right now the things I'm most interested in, buying Chronograph and trying it outside in Trading Post is probably somewhere in the mid tier. Trying to make a power sledge at this exact point in this episode, pretty not interesting to me. Getting back outside is pretty highly into the blue room, to the blue mansion, is pretty satisfying to me. So let's pick the low-hanging fruit first. Let's go for the let's go for Trading Post, and we get another die here, which is why we picked this one. We get Prism Key, we get whatever this is, and whatever is inside of here. We can go buy Chronograph. We can also buy a bunch of other items because we are fucking rich. We can pet the dog. Nope. Pet the dog. Pet the dog. Pet the dog. For good luck. We can then end the run and go try to work on getting Blessing of the Monk, etc. Chronograph, done. You may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. We have enough money to get literally all of these, and I see no reason not to. Although, I have 2 dice, so I probably should do that, right? I was just sitting here thinking, God, it would be a real problem if we got Shrine instead of... Why am I selecting rooms? I don't think it matters. Let's just go outside. Let's just go outside. I don't think it matters. I don't want to keep drafting. I mean, I always want to keep drafting because this game is fun. But I want to go outside, end this run so that I can start the next. And at least try to get confirmation that chronograph doesn't. Because it shouldn't. Chronograph does not pass the sniff test. So it should not work. Oh boy. Trade win. Of course we got Shrine. We'll do Trading Post. Of course we got Shrine. First try. We have Shovel for car keys. We have Sledgehammer for coin purse. Prism key for hall pass. Chronograph for hall pass. Master key for 5 dice. Emerald bracelet for allowance. Ornate compass for allowance. 5 dice it wants to give me. Sorry, I clicked that too quickly. We're getting an allowance, which is not bad. Master key for 5 dice is so funny to me. Chronograph for hall pass. We'll just keep trading stuff down. Oh, we did just get the battery pack. We could have maybe actually... It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. I don't even know why I'm trading things, really. Okay. We got... I could go for Observatory. Add a word to Spiral of Stars. We got 2 allowance tokens, which is a small victory in and of itself. Let's do this, because I want to do it right now. Let's go try and draft Observatory, because that kind of sounds fun, actually. Get an extra word for Spiral of Stars. Then we will go to the next day and try to get us a... I have 17 dice. Jesus fucking Christ. Try to get ourselves a Blessing of the Monk and get Secret Passage put outside, etc., etc., etc. That's the plan. Give me whatchamacallit. There it is. Add a word to Spiral of Stars and see what happens. Magnifying glass. Have I taken library? I have not taken library. Our goal just changed. There's an Erajan stamp that I want to read. Library. Let's fucking go. There's an Erajan stamp that I want to read using a magnifying glass, and it's right up here. This side or the other side? Other side. Remember Armory? Oh my god, I miss it. The Eastern Reign. R-E-I-G-N. Which kind of means, technically, Et Aries? Reign. Et Aries Yena, sorry. Oh, it's just the East Aries. Oh my god, that's what it is. Fen Aries, Arch Aries. It's the East Aries. Why is it Eastern, though? Iraja Array. This part I wrote down. I think this means old house. It means new house, house old. New house, old house. Huvin, Nev Hu. Iraja Array, which means future. The Eastern Reign, Et Aries. Why is it Eastern? Isn't it kind of Southern? It's not really that Eastern. I mean, Arch is more Eastern than Iraja is. On the other hand, does it have something to do with the map? Like, is it the et sphere versus the or sphere? Or et sphere is in here. So it is like, maybe it's the east of the world. You know, like the west. Like we use the west as parlance for a certain part of the world. It's probably that. It's probably that. All right, well, at least we solved something. Et Aries Jena equals the Eastern rain, spelled the other way. Hell yeah. Now we know. I get to check it off the list. All right. Oh my God, the stars spell out the answer to the game. I'm just kidding. Let's go do the thing in... Observatory? I was like, what is the name of this room again? Add a word to Spiral of Stars. Your day will end immediately if you ever attempt to add another word to Spiral of Stars. Period. But does it add a word? Because I think that it likely does. Like at the end of... It depends on the definition of immediately, I guess. At the end of the Spiral of Stars set of things that it says, your day will end immediately if you ever try. But at the beginning, it says add a word. Okay, we're going to do one more very brief, ideally one more day to get us to the Blue Mansion. And then, depending on how much time has passed... Is our allowance actually not going up? Or is that actually up? 68? I thought it was 68 last time. Maybe it was 62 last time. Okay, little mental health check-in. The game has been great for my mental health. I'm having so much fun. I entered this not having a great day, and now I'm having a great day. The problem is it is also 10 p.m., so my brain is getting tired. So I'm having a great day, but at the end of the day. The plan here is this. I need 78 coins for Blessing of Monk. So I need 2 pantries or 10 coins in another fashion. I probably also need a couple dice to get me a upgrade... or an upgraded chance of finding it. Fuck, I'll take Lost and Found, dude. There's no reason for me not to walk into Lost and Found with 2 very strange rooms. Or items. Lucky Rabbit's Foot. This is not expensive as far as I know. If it is expensive, I'm going to be mad at Discord because they could have given me a different hint. We'll use the rare... air of the stopwatch here to give me some free rooms. We want... Oh, Pantry only gives you 4. I thought it'd give you 5. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Banner of the King for black to get Treasure Trove right now. And then I will use the thing later, the Scepter later, to get orange. We'll take Guy's Bedroom here. We want this. Eventually, we're going to want to hit the orange thing to get Secret Passage guaranteed today so that we can call it a day inside of it and push the room outside, etc. But in the meantime, Den's fine because it gives us a gem, I guess. I mean, this is fine. We'll use Electric Eel Aquarium and rotate that shit. I didn't quite get the gem. The No cost of that, but it's okay. We need 6 more coins. Broken lever. Come on, come on. That puts us at so few coins left. Two more coins needed. God damn it. Could be something inside of the chest inside of here. I don't really think so, but maybe. Oh, I was going to rewatch the Alzara things. Maybe later. I do need to check off that I did use chronograph outside and it did not work. We'll do conference room. That gives you 1 coin, which will put me literally 1 coin away. Dang. Observatory actually goes the right direction. I don't think I need more than 1 gem. So, sorry, for the... So for outer rooms, shrine does not cost anything. Secret passage does, which is why I'm used to saving 1 gem before you go outside. Some of these should give me... Damn it. None of them are going to give me money. Fuck. We do have a pair of chests, which is probably good enough. Let's go back to the entrance. Oh my god, we really have to snake our way through here. Wow. Oh, lost our lunch box. We lost our lunch. Okay. Give me 2 coins. That's all I need. You son of a bitch. Give me 2 coins. At least he gave me keys. No, I'm not. Fuck off. Okay. There's treasure trove. Thank God. Thank God. I guess we just grab all this stuff because there's a chance we could get luxury showcase and then have amazing items for 230 coins, or for 160 coins. All right, we have 2 dice. Should be enough to get shrine. We put 78 coins in for blessing of the monk. We go find secret passage. We call it a day. If we do it fast enough, then I can maybe at least try 1 more. There it is. I can maybe try 1 more. I can make this episode as long as I want to. All I'm doing is sacrificing sleep. Okay. $78. Thank you much. Thank you muchly. From here, we probably want to just go to spare green room first. Doesn't really matter. Either's fine. We'll pick up the thing that gives us hallway for an improved chance at secret passage. We need 1 gem. We have to keep 1 gem in order to make that happen. I don't know that I've ever used this on orange before, but today's the day. Oh, you fucker. No, we have to do this the old-fashioned way, you son of a bitch. That sucks. That's so fair. That's so fair. You couldn't have taken my freaking car keys? I will never use these suckers. God damn it. Ah. Is the wait, is the effect still active even if you don't hold it in your inventory? That's amazing. That's the funniest set of things that could have possibly happened right there. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. You're telling me they take the exact item I need and then give me the exact options that I need from there. All right, let's do another day. That happened really quickly, so. I want to get in the blue house. I want to try this method. I probably want to try both methods. If I'm being honest with you. We seek what's in the shade of truth is just still freaking me out. I don't need anything. I can just go out there. No advantage in bringing the royal scepter, right? Maybe. So first things first, we're going to try the 3-color method, despite the fact that Discord told me there are 4 colors. Because I am a annoying person. And I want to see if it works. So to do that, this is what it looks like. We go to blue. We're on orange. Orange. Go through. Left. Orange. Orange. Switch to purple. Purple will go around the outside of this room. Zip north. Go left, dip into this room, and then back out. Straight through into passageway. South. Go left 2. Left 1.5. This has been blue, orange, purple. Where am I again? I got lost. That's yellow, so we go purple. Purple. Din. Purple. Left. Sorry, I'm getting confused by my own stuff. Through pump room. Purple. Right. Purple. Okay, we're on the final rank. Purple. I'm going to go in here. And it did not do anything. Then I'm going to go out red. Then in. Just in case. Okay, that's not working. I hate to say it, we're going to do the exact same fucking thing. So if we need to enter in a different way. So this is like one method that goes purple to red right at the end. Could you not just go red? Ugh. There's not a great way to get into red though, actually. Go like this, but... I don't know. One of the big questions that hangs over my head about this is the question of, so in the paths that we have tried that have worked, it has been all one color. Does not matter how many as far as I know, it does not matter how many lanterns you have hit. As a reminder, the ones that worked were red, orange, and purple. Didn't matter what lanterns you hit, just mattered that you stayed underneath that color the entire time. That's how I think of it. One of the big questions here is, now that I'm like evolving to this other method, does it matter that I shit, my headphones just died. Does it matter that you don't know how much you need those deep ambience, the like ambient like saxophone notes until they're gone? I was like, wow. So in what I'm trying, does it matter how many lanterns I step through? Does it matter where I transition? Is the simplest path not just blue to orange until it connects to purple, until it connects to red, and then go in? Like, should we just try that? Let me try that real quick. Because oh, I'm going the wrong fucking way. Whoops. So if the puzzle is solved by the order you do the colors in, then there could be a million ways to do it. And so you need to know like how to narrow it down. Like the oranges that I could take, do orange to purple, I could go here, I could go up here, I could go like here. There's a million different ways. So you need a way to narrow. My thought would be you would need a way to narrow it down. Let's go blue. Orange. I'm kind of freeballing here. I am wearing underwear. What I mean by that is, not that you needed to know. I'm freeballing as in I'm just going on the orange path until I get to the place that it intersects the purple. I'm going past dining room. Fuck. Nope. Here. Into dining room. Left. Right. Left. Up to foundation. In. Out. Left. Right. And then here I intersect. This is orange. Rather than go straight, I go right. Up, left. Through to passageway. South of passageway. We did this part last time. Over to here. I need to go zoom out of my other document. So from here we go up. It should be yellow. It is. We go right, and then here we intersect. Rather than go straight, we go left onto red. Go left. Go all the way down. And take a left into gymnasium. Go north through archives. Right. Left. Right. left, left, right. God, I would have loved it if that would have worked. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to give it to me? I should probably write down what I just did because I want to have notes of everything. So that sucks. We seek what's in the shade of truth, by the way. This is the truth room. There's shade in here. I take a brick and I break the wall. There could be here's what I'm thinking. There could be a secret door inside of inside of the blue house. What was the memo 43 says there could be a secret door inside of this house. So, I don't know. Okay, we've got 28 footsteps left. I need to quickly path out what I just did. We didn't technically do the last route here, so we may actually do that with the end of the... This was blue to orange to purple to red. B2. And what it looked like was... Oh my God, this Photoshop document is... What it looked like was, boom. So basically we took the three routes that we did that worked, and we tried that. Now, maybe what I needed was something different, but I don't know. Is a hue of wisdom a different color? Is it blue, red, purple, and then fucking something else? Blue, red, purple, then it would have to be orange, which is Shadows Past. The thing is that not all colors are created equal because only 3 colors pass into vestibule. Which is why this gets really good and limited. If it's like, if Shade of Rain is purple, then I'm starting to feel pretty good that maybe the other 2 are just orange and red switched around. I mean, do we try? That's what we just tried. We didn't try this weird little thing where you just add red right at the end. We have not tried blue to red to purple to orange. Do we try that? I don't even know that I have the steps for it. This is what I tried. I tried the 3 version of this. Tried 3, not 4. Then what if we just did a new layer? Blue to red to purple to orange. I mean, the thing about... if we assume we have 1 and 3 correct... It's the next thing to try. What this would look like would be blue to red to purple Rather than go forward, you actually go backwards on the path, which I kind of like. Then you go orange. I don't know that I got the footsteps for that, but we can sure as fucking try. Anyways, so from here I am at red, 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 purple. Which means go down one left. Nope. There it is. Oh! I'm losing it. How about you? I think at the end of, I feel, here's what I like about what we're doing right now. In fact, maybe I'll even pull it up right now. Here's what I like about what we're doing right now. I think if what I try right now doesn't work, then I feel comfortable going to Discord and looking up the next hint. Let me just... find the actual... message so that I have it. I had to scroll cutaways. I found it. Okay. Okay. So here's the plan. We do this. If it doesn't work, we do this. Break glass confirmations only if completely stuck one at a time. These are confirmations. So let me get the path up first. Okay, so we go blue. We go backwards because I could go forwards, but instead, in my mind, what this solution is it's taking what we learned from the imperfect solutions, the non-true solutions, and it is employing that and combining those exact paths into a path that might work. This is red to purple. We switch to purple right here. Go one over, down, over 1.5, into passageway from the opposite side, 23 footsteps, out into hall. Now I'm doing it backwards, so it's south, left, down. Then here's the intersection with orange. 1, 2, go around, snake around a couple times, go north 2, go left half, go up 1.5. Nope, just go up 1 through archives to this, to here, to here, and then through. God, it would be amazing if that fucking worked. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. It's time. It's time. I've given it... Here's what's different about right now than an hour ago, and 2 hours ago, and 5 days ago. I've given it good thoughts, and I like what we've put in here, and I'm at this point unsure enough that I have the correct type of solution that I think it is worth it. I don't even know that maybe you don't need to walk under lanterns to solve this thing. So at this point, I am now comfortable getting help, despite the fact that I really was not for a very long time. Okay. I asked for this help. Break glass confirmations only if completely stuck one at a time. Truth. Okay. My guess is that this is wisdom. Okay? My guess is that this says rain. Okay? Does it start with orange? Is orange truth because that's where you study? I don't know. It's got to be blue, right? It's got to be blue. And then what is the last one? What is the last one? This is the part that is very confusing. Lies? Now hold on here. Okay, lies? Okay, all right. What does this mean? Truth, wisdom, rain, lies. We seek what's left of the lies we cast. First things first. Lies is a word. Seek what's left of the lies. I mean, I hear excuse me. I hear lies. I immediately think red. So I think we could be bang on with blue, orange, purple, red. Of these colors. Lies. I mean, I have false written right there. Truth and lies? Red are the false memos, kind of. I'm going to do this. Break glass only if... Oh, is this one thing? Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to click this one. I'm going to click this one. I think overall we did pretty well. And I still... Okay. We'll update this whole thing now, because here's where I'm at. This is not 4. This is 4. If it's lies, I feel that it's red, and I feel please let me erase. Please let me erase. Where? Which layer is all of this drawing on? I wish all drawing happened on one layer. No, I don't actually wish that. This, I feel suddenly 70% confident on. If it's lies. I could be wrong. Wisdom is still questionable to me. For sure. But it's... I mean, do I go blue to purple via... yellow? I don't know how, and I don't know how yellow would be wisdom. It's industry, factories. It's not. And our other option is green, which is war. So it's like all of a sudden 10 is feeling like 50%. 50% chance it's orange, 25% it's either of the others, you know? So I feel pretty good about this. I'm gonna get this hint. I'm gonna get it. Through Lantern Light also contains 4 unique... What the fuck does that mean? Props to them for doing it this way. 4 unique colors and 4 unique something else. Props to them for drawing that parallel. Props to Luke and the rest of the spoilery chat. Contains 4 unique... My immediate thought is this. Let's change it to a different color so that we can do it a different way. My immediate thought is right, left, probably path, and maybe pass. These are the... Oh boy, that was a bad circle. These are the words that stick out to me. Every time I read to turn us right, I think, you gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me that that's not... You couldn't say to turn us correct, you had to say right. Okay, so here's the next question. If I feel that way, what do I do with that information? If that's correct, and maybe it's a different word, maybe it's not pass, maybe it's... maybe it's something different. Blue, to find your path. I mean, seems pretty legitimate to me. Then orange to turn us right. Really hard to know what that means. Really hard to know what that means. Does that mean like go north? Like my one thought would be, okay, wait, hold up. It kind of makes sense. Hold up. We'll call this new truth. I can't actually phrase it that. New true path just dropped. And on this route, I want to do this. Blue. Start north because all of them start going north, right? Orange to turn us right. Problem is you're immediately onto a different color. Purple to pass the light. Light right here. Does that mean go? Does that mean go here? Purple to pass the light. Go. It's like a direction to pass the light. We see what's left. I mean, the next direction would be like... oh boy. Left red would kind of be the next direction. I don't think this method is quite working. Oh, I want to click it. I want to frickin' click it. I'm going to click it. Instructions. I was thinking the word was directions. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is great. It means that you being the puzzle, not you being Luke or the spoiler Chad or even the developer of the game. You being the puzzle, the monolith of the puzzle. The vast, shrouded monolith in front of me that I have been staring at for multiple weeks is slightly less clouded in void and slightly less hard to discern. For colors, for instructions. And yet it remains obscure to me. I think it's really possible that path is not one of them. So let's do this. When I was like, okay, never mind. Redo the eraser. What was the one that I was like doing this on? Nope. Okay. We're gonna make a new layer. Everybody get really excited. It's time for a new Photoshop layer. If the description is instructions, then I think it's probably not path. I'm going to think of words that can be... I was going to say verbs, but that's not even right. Is it find, turn, pass? Here's the other thing that I do know. Despite Luke's best efforts, I know that these 4 things can't be phrases. They're words. Because they're not super long. It can't be the instruction is turn us right or turn right, because that doesn't fit. Well, it might fit, actually. I don't know. I shouldn't think too deeply about that. The things that stand out to me in a big way are right and left. Of course, right? You know, of course they are. They always have stood out to me. They've stood out to me for forever. Problem is turn a direction. An instruction, sorry. Turn is more an instruction than right is, frankly. But new truth path just dropped. Is going to have to wait for the next episode. It's so helpful to know that there are only 4. Because the minute you get to start weeding things out, it's really helpful. But I don't know what they are. Right and left, almost certainly. Is it chat? Like, is it in? Like, is it past? The other thing we really do have to consider now is if it's not the thing that I thought it was, where, you know, my most recent goal was like just connect the paths that we already know. If it's not that, we really do need to reconsider that one of these colors could be like yellow or green. Absolutely. Like, if the instructions are, if the puzzle answer is going to be something more like start blue, go past shadows. Shadows past? I just came up with the, no, that's at the end. I was like, I just came up with a random, it does say past light, you know, past the light. So go past the light. If it's going to be that kind of thing, you could absolutely string together a couple, like the final solution might look something like this in that world. If that's the world, final solution might look something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Something like that, right? Just come up with something fucking random. And in that situation, you could absolutely, look, you use a couple yellow to get over to the other side. You don't have to do some wildly complex thing. You just go, you know, something right. Wisdom right. You know, wisdom to turn us right could be that. It could be literally that line. Now, I don't think wisdom is yellow because that's arch, it's shops, it's... So, anyways, I simply have to stop here. It's way past my bedtime. I am proud of what we've tried today, and I'm happy that I finally clicked those buttons. And now I get to go torture myself with something else, which is reading this poem to myself once again, reading this riddle and thinking, what is an instruction here? Because the thing about the instructions is they have to be layered in a way that makes them combine with the colors in a way that provides you with a map quest from A to B. So is blue, truth, the first word in that puzzle? Or is through the first word in the puzzle? Because if it's through blue, okay. Find orange, okay. I don't know. We've done that before. Through blue, find orange. Right is rain. Go right on purple. I don't know. Like, what? Oh, yeah. I simply have to call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I simply must go to bed. Blueprints lives another day. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, truly, this long-ass episode. Oh, my God. Good night. I'm just going to end it on good night. I'm just going to end it on good night. Don't forget to like the video. Good night. Bye.